Johnny is insane, Amber is insane, they're all insane, they're all insane. Amber Heard lives a regular life in Madrid, away from the buzz and bustle of Hollywood. Also, my own sounds. Depp vs. Heard Netflix documentary series. She returned to sting a hornet who ran into her with her ex, Johnny Depp. This series, rather than the trial, is dedicated to TikTok or YouTube enthusiasts who helped the coverage gain followers. Heard and Depp's legal dilemma would have been far less significant without them. And, of course, it would not exist if they did not exist. I had to leave the United States. Nobody deserves to be lynched by the media, and Amber Heard is suffering as a result. Now that we are faced with the opposite case in Spain, with the grotesque delicacy with which Daniel Sancho is treated, it is time to turn our attention to trials that turn into spectacles. The other day, a TV talk show host called it a reality show. This is the son of Rodolfo Sancho. He did this after his program showed a dismemberment sketch of Edwin Arrieta, supposedly drawn by Daniel himself. That segment of the show ended and they moved on to the next one, the dangers of a viral infection, exploding eggs. Then they talked about Tamara Falco. The Amber Heard impersonation also had the tinge of a viral menace, though court hearings they became a circus, a reality show, a disgrace and my addiction moment. I still think that it would be better for all of us if the next message overlay was constantly displayed on the screen during the broadcast. Don't try to analyze these people as if they were normal people. They don't exist. Don't do this at home. Don't forget they're all in Hollywood like Maracas Machin. And occasionally a voiceover explaining exactly what we're looking at. The defendant is Amber, crime, slander, the weapon is dirty and 90% in the hands of Depp. All that needed to be said was said about the process at the time. He used himself as idol of the masses and she didn't know how to justify herself as unsympathetic victim. He found a new character and the type that does not know and it worked for him. She underestimated the power of the archetype crazy pussy and paid dearly. In a Netflix documentary, two forensic psychologists evaluate what he heard. One assures that he is suffering post-traumatic stress and the other says that she theatrical personality from the guide. As if they couldn't be both at the same time. That's what was forgotten in all this fuss and only partly corrected by the jury's verdict. It was decided that Amber slandered Johnny, and Johnny slandered Amber. But being a star with a huge fan base is not the same as being a low-key careerist with no female fans. Early in their relationship, Johnny and Amber they compared themselves to Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. That's how they spend it in Hollywood. They are not right in the head. TikTokers who consider them demigods, too. In Depp vs. Heard we see how one of them, a bearded gentleman, meets Depp after the verdict. I spent quality time with him, tells the subscribers of his channel, among proud and afraid. In the background are small toys on the shelves and colored lights, a serpentine aesthetic. Depp's aesthetic is best left unsaid, but it's undoubtedly the best proof that his fans choose not to see. Does anyone believe that the Dior Sauvage campaign sued as him? It's done with artificial intelligence. When you cross it and pass through Madrid, she is Amber Heard. He recently released his latest film, and it remains to be seen what happens to his character in the film's sequel. Aquaman is set to be released this Christmas. It's difficult to predict what may happen to his career in the future. He is now in Madrid and leading a normal life. He'd already lived another life, mad. If you don't want to see her again, I understand. Don't try to study these people as if they were normal humans, because they aren't, and don't do it at home, since in Hollywood, they're all like maracas of the machine.